Okay, in this video, I want to speak about this really, really cool fight scene in this anime. It's called Naruto, okay? It's very, very popular. You probably know the one I'm talking about. And I promise you, this will relate to creating art, okay? So, if you've ever seen Naruto before, you've probably seen as well this very famous fight, which was Rock Lee versus Gaara, okay? Now, this is the thing, okay? Gaara was seen as this very terrifying figure, okay? This massive, massive challenge for Rock Lee to go against. And not just that, Rock Lee was also basically born without the ability to do all these basically cool spells, okay? So all he had was basically his fighting prowess against this person that had basically been like one of the top talents in his class, okay? They had to go against each other, and everyone thought, okay, it's kind of rigged. This guy is going to win. Okay, and for the first half of the battle, we all thought this guy was going to win. Okay, but then halfway through the fight, basically, Rock Lee, his coach, had told him to take off his ankle weights, and you wouldn't think, okay, ankle weights. I don't know if that's going to be enough to be able to be a top talent. Okay, but then when he dropped it, it created a massive explosion. Okay, and then that was when we realized that he had been weighing himself down this entire time, and then we saw his true speed. Okay, and he started to beat him. Okay, all right, you could barely see him move. He was basically disappearing, like transporting. Okay, like he was just that fast. Okay, now the reason why I wanted to speak about this is because I think as an artist, anyways, we put a lot of emphasis on being able to be free with how we create things. Okay, but I think we kind of forget that putting restrictions as well is quite important. Yeah, so like basically if Rock Lee basically had these weights and they were at least like 1,000 kg on each leg, or they're like ankle weights, and they just created a massive explosion. I want you to think about how you could also challenge yourself as an artist, okay, with your restrictions. Because if this character was basically born with almost no talent, but this guy was born with so much talent, but then this guy would nearly win because of the power restrictions. Okay, I think you could probably do the same thing as an artist. But think, if you're let's say you're a writer or you're a musician, okay, and you want to kind of challenge your, let's say, songwriting, okay, think about maybe so to even take a very very random object they had to create a song about. Okay, when I was studying in college in music, we were given this kind of challenge as well. We were given a random object, and the thing we were given was like this small trumpet, and it's like you had to like squeeze it, and it made a sound, and it was very very annoying. But we had to somehow create a song using that as our inspiration. Okay, and what we found is that literally at the end of the day, it took like 3 hours to create this song. I was creating it with two other friends, but we created this amazing song. It was wonderful. Okay, and you might have listened to it before. It's called Lily. Okay, and it's just wonderful. It has this like nostalgic feeling to it. Okay, because that's what we found from it. It challenged ourselves to think more outside of the box by using restriction. Because like, even let's say you're a writer, okay, instead of being told, okay, write whatever you want, imagine you had to create a song, or sorry, you had to write a story about a potato. Okay. And that sounds dumb as well. It doesn't sound like it'll be worth your time, but that's what I tried to do. I tried to write a song about a potato. It was dreadful. It was so difficult. Okay, but it also allowed me to really think more creatively about how basically a potato would grow up in a farm, and it was really really dumb. It wasn't good either. Okay, I might try it again, but yeah, I didn't end up releasing the song or anything. But basically, by doing that, okay, by restricting yourself, you're able to challenge yourself more and more. Okay, you would become a very very competent artist. What happens is that if you do decide to take on a massive challenge to you, such as like creating, I don't know, a really really like your first album or something, okay, and you want it to be absolutely amazing, okay, that would be your Gaara. Okay, this almost insurmountable obstacle. Okay, because let's say you had been putting restrictions on yourself this entire time, and then you finally decide to create an album. Okay, and then imagine how powerful you would be once you take off your restrictions. Okay, hopefully this makes sense. All right, you want to see more videos like this where I basically help So I make videos to help artists try to improve their own craft, okay? But if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe so it's in your feed. You can maybe leave a like. And I've also created a private community for ambitious artists that you can join if you like. Okay, it's in the description of this video. Other than that, I will possibly see you in the next video. Bye bye.